Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for another PJ story time. And before we begin today, I wanted to show you our craft kit for this story time. So we do have a craft kit with this PJ story time, and some of you might already pick this up. We started hanging them out yesterday, I want to say on Monday. This is a popsicle stick harmonica. So after the story, we'll talk more about this and how you can put it together, and an extra little coloring sheet because, as you may be able to tell by the music theme, we are reading Band Together. This is written and illustrated by Chloe Douglas. And yes, this is a little bit of a music theme book. As you can see here in the back. So yeah, we'll jump right into this one. But if you do have more questions about the craft kit, you can always go ahead and give us a call to check for availability first at 760-839-5456. Or since we are now open to the public, you can go ahead and visit us at the youth services desk and check what we have in stock. Okay, so back to the book. This is by Chloe Douglas, and the publisher is Imagination Press, which I believe is a publisher from the American Psychological Association. So we'd like to thank them for allowing us to share this book with you, and I look forward to hopefully checking more stuff out from this publisher. So actually, before we jump into it, if you get a chance to check out this book after me, they have a lot of great kind of like puns based off other music you might recognize. Some of these might be a little old, but if you have any adults with you, you can recognize all these puns. It's really fun. I was having a good time just looking through the pictures. Here we are. Doug lived by himself. Hey, this looks really cozy. Doug is kind of living by a beach. Most days, Doug fished, ate lunch, combed the beach, made tea by himself. Look at that. Those are some good alone activities though, right? Even fishing you can do with some friends, but lunch is always nice. A little bit of tea, okay. You know, combing the beaches, just when you go to the beach and you try to find things that you might like, useful. As you can see, Doug was a solo act. But Doug likes to play the guitar. Doug was so used to being by himself, he found making friends a little bit overwhelming. Oh, you see here? Okay, what's happening? Doug was just playing his music, and a little crab liked his music. Look, and another crab. And then, uh-oh. What is Doug's expression here? Looks like maybe he got a little, like, scared, or I think he got a little intimidated. That can happen when suddenly you're doing something and then you notice a lot of people are watching you. That can be a little odd, right? Heading home one afternoon, Doug heard a call. Hi, can you lend a wing? Doug wanted to shy away, but I don't know. What looks like is happening here? Looks like maybe one of their tires went bad and they're changing it. Let's see if you could help. Doug couldn't think of a reason quick enough to say no. And before he knew what he was doing, Doug was joining in and celebrating the band being fixed. Hey, look at that. They'll fix it together. And look, Doug doesn't forget his guitar. Thanks so much, said Fox. We're playing a concert tomorrow, said Bear. It would be great to see you again, said Seagull. Ah, see? So this is a seagull, fox, bear, and a duck. Very nice. And hey, Doug was able to play the guitar in front of his new friends. Doug waddled home and thought how much fun that had been. Yeah, Doug looks pretty happy, right? Maybe he could ask the band if they would want to play with him again. Do you think that sounds like a good idea? Yeah, he plays guitar and they're all having a good time. But before long, the same old doubt came creeping in. You see Duck here? He's kind of watching them, not sure if to approach. Why would Bear, Fox, and Seagull want to be friends with a duck like him? What do you think he's thinking like that? I don't think there's anything wrong with Duck. He seems like a lot of fun, right? Knows how to play the guitar, knows how to fish. Okay, let's see what's next. The day of the concert arrived. Not all was going as planned. Uh-oh. What do you think happened? This looks like Seagull. Oh, and they have a lot of... Oh, it almost looks like chickenpox or something. It looks like they're sick. Went to visit Duck. Could you stand in for Seagull this evening? We can't go on without another player. Uh-oh. Duck knew deep down he should take a chance, but he shook his head sadly. Oh no. Do you think Duck wanted to go? The day before it sounded like he really wanted to play with them, but now he's saying, I don't want to. I hope you change your mind, Bear sighed as he left. Looks like Duck might be still thinking about it. What's next? Drop his flyer. He's picking it up. What does it look like? Is Duck maybe gonna do something? No, let's see. Bear and Fox were about to cancel the show when... What do you think is gonna happen? Also, how many animals do you see here? So many different ones. I like this one. That's an anteater. And I like how this koala is on top of the giraffe. Very good. I can see well. A great quacking came from the crowd. It was Duck. What's this? Bear grinned. Here to help my friends a little, Duck said. No, he called them friends. And of course he brought his guitar. They played long into the night. What instruments do you recognize here? As we mentioned, okay, Duck has a guitar. We have a microphone here. It's not really an instrument, but it's something. Oh, we have the drums. Fox plays the drums. And maybe Bear plays like a, that looks like a trumpet to me maybe? Yeah, but all the animals are enjoying the show. And the solo act joined the band and hit the road with his new friends. Hey, look at that. See a solo act anymore? Don't think so. Looks like he's part of the band. How cool. Now they're going on a road trip. They're probably gonna do, you know, sometimes bands do tours where they play in different areas. Very cool. And Seagull is looking better. So that's good too. The end. So very well. I hope you enjoyed that book. Again, that was by Chloe Douglas. And if you'd like to check this book out, you should be able to a couple days after watching this video. So before we fully finish the story, I just wanted to talk about Duck and how he did. What do you think he did to make him feel like maybe the band did want him in? Like at first he seemed to think they didn't actually like him, right? He had a lot of that self-doubt of like, no, they probably don't want them with me. I'm used to being alone, all that jazz. Maybe Duck had a lot of just doubts about how well they played the guitar, or they were just nervous about people watching them and thinking, oh, what if I mess up and maybe they see me? But I'm glad Duck took the opportunity to go to that concert, and it was such a great opportunity for him to learn and to, instead of avoiding, right, to play, maybe he will get better at it. Okay, so as part of the story, of course, we have our craft kit, and I know normally we'll go to the table and we'll do the craft there, but this was so simple that we can just do it right here. So I'll show you what's in here, which of course, one of the first things you'll see is this little piece of paper letting you know what should be in your bag, and in the bag letting you know what book goes along with this kit and all our social media stuff. Oh yeah, and like I said, I included this coloring sheet because it's an all animal band, except this is all bears. So maybe you can give them a band name that has to do with bears, and also try to name all these instruments. There's a lot of different instruments here, so some of them we might have not seen in our story. We have that. So this is all we need for the craft. It's your 2 popsicle sticks. These 2 colors will vary. You have 2 like regular size rubber bands, and you have one that's a little bit thicker. It's kind of like this, yeah, just a little bit wider band basically, and a straw. So you'll get a little piece of straw. Well, you only need a piece, but you'll get a full straw. And the only thing you need that doesn't come in the kit is a pair of scissors. So if you need help using scissors, make sure to check in with an adult. I have my own right here. So the first thing we would do to make a harmonica is to just cut 2 little pieces of your straw. The size actually doesn't matter that much. You don't want to make it too thicker than this. You want to make it like about that size. Just that way, because you're going to be putting your lips here, you don't want it to be poking you or anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut about that much. Same thing, just about that much. You see here? Now I have 2 little straw pieces. And now I'm gonna pick one of my popsicle sticks, doesn't matter which one. I'm gonna do the yellow one. And with my white rubber band, I'm just gonna wrap it all the way around. So kind of like this. You're gonna place it there. You're gonna wrap it the long way of your popsicle stick. Ooh. There you go. Just like that. Awesome. So this is the main thing that's really gonna make the noise in your harmonica, is this little rubber band part. When it vibrates, you should hear a noise. So then, oops, not quite yet. Okay, so now you have your popsicle stick with the rubber band, and you have your little pieces of straw, like this. So all you do is you can tuck it into that band. I'm gonna put in my straw piece, just like that. Yep, just like that. Oops, I think I dropped it. There you go. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one. You want them to be pretty much at the edges, at least to start with. There you go. Just like that. And I'll scoot them a little more in. And now we put the other popsicle stick right on top of all of them. Like that. Kind of looks like a sandwich. See, just like that. And what the other 2 rubber bands are for, the skinnier ones, they're just to tie off your ends. So you just want to make sure you tie off your ends, but make sure your straw piece is on the inside. So you would wrap it right around here. Just as many as you feel like you can get. Turns. Just like that. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. There you go. And this is pretty much just how you make your harmonica. So as you can see, you can experiment which way you feel like it's a little louder. I think for me, yep, definitely with the band up, it's working a little better for me. Let me try the other way. Not as much. The thing that you just wanna, the main thing that makes the noise is moving that rubber band that we show you in the middle. So if you feel like you're not getting that noise, just try to blow either down or move your harmonica like this. That way you can kind of find where is that spot where you're moving your rubber band, essentially, where you're making those vibrations. Something like that, which is great. So now that we finished our craft, this can be used in our breathing exercises. So I was playing around with how to do the harmonica, and a big part of playing harmonica is really breathing well. like knowing how to breathe essentially. When you breathe, sometimes you feel it here, right? When you put your hand, take a big breath, you just feel like your chest gets bigger. But you also want to put your hand on your stomach, like right in your stomach, and try to expand your stomach as much as you can. That's called your diaphragm. So you want to try breathing with that. You should almost feel like a balloon inflating here in your stomach. You can't see my hand, but just see your hand raising up and then coming back down. So you can do it while playing this, I'm gonna try to get like one really long note on my harmonica, and I'm gonna try to see how much I can breathe out consistently. So one hand, I'm gonna put it on my stomach, and the other one, I'm gonna be holding my harmonica. So actually, I'll inhale without the harmonica first. So let's inhale as much as we can hold in. Again, make sure it's your stomach, the one that's feeling like it's expanding. So. Mm-hmm. Ran out of breath those last couple seconds. But yeah, so just trying to do exercises to see like how much power you can get out of your harmonica. I'm gonna try that one more time to make sure I can get as much air out as I can. So again, I'm gonna put my hand on my stomach, and I'm gonna try to breathe with my diaphragm. So not so much on my chest, but on my stomach. So there you go. Mm-hmm. There you go. I feel like that's as much breath as a good take out at a time. But yeah, you just have fun with this. You can even adjust your straws to have a slightly different pitch. Let's try that as well. Can you tell? That was a little bit higher pitch. And so if you want higher pitch, you put them closer together. Lower pitch, you put them farther apart. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this PJ Storytime. Thank you all for joining me again. And of course, call in about the craft kits or any questions you might have. Just as a quick announcement, we will be closed on Monday, February the 15th for President's Day, but we will be open normal hours afterwards. So of course, just give us a call if you have any other questions, and check out our social media to keep in touch with us. Instagram, Facebook, and of course our YouTube channel. Thank you all again for watching, and I hope you have a great night.